everyone. I'm here. I gotta get my other little palette up and get you guys all up and so I could see you chatting. Oh. Yep. Let's see. All right, go to my channel. Alrighty. If you're here, say hello. Let me know you're here because as always, you get to win the card. And I've got 2 weeks worth that I'm going to draw today afterwards. Things have just been a little crazy for me. Some of you may know, but some may not. My sister has just recently lost her husband, so my brother-in-law. And so I've been helping her with different things, arrangements and stuff. So I've been a little behind on getting stuff. Hi, Sharon. Now, I try to look over and check my chats, but a lot of times, once I get started, it's kind of hard for me to talk, look, and everything, but I will look as I can. But at the end, if there's a lot of questions or comments, I will answer them at the end. Is this not the sweetest card? This is what we're going to make today. I just love this little cute little card. And you could do some stuff on the inside. But before we get started, I just want to give you a couple quick reminders. This month only, the paper or the kits, and they're online only. It's till June 31st. You can get any of the kits, buy one, get one free, or get one half off. Now, you can put the most expensive one you can get for half price. So just so you know, so go check them out if you are interested in the kits. I did a little video on these last month to let people know about them. So if you want to go back and watch one of my older videos to talk about the kits a little more in detail, you can. The other thing is the last chance items for the annual mini catalog. We'll be getting our new one here in July 3rd, I believe, the new one. So everybody that has ordered from me or is on my list from ordering from me, you will get your catalog should be coming in the mail. If you don't have it by the 8th of July, let me know because I do pay to get them sent to you. And then I will get one. If you need a catalog and you don't already have a demonstrator, if you want to leave a comment below, I will get one to you also. But if you have a demonstrator currently, please ask her. And so this is the last chance items, and it's 50% off, and it goes to the end of the month also. The other thing I want to let you guys know is if you order from me in the month of June at all, you will get the Creative Cardiology's team monthly tutorials, and this set is all on He's the Man. So all of these, so if you're a person that has a hard time coming up with man cards, this would definitely want to get this tutorial, because even though they're set up for the way we have them set up, but you can easily switch them up for to change them out with different stamp sets or something. So they give you lots of ideas. So great tutorial. All right, now let's get into this card. I'm also, if you are in my Tuesday night online class, this is going to be a card we are going to make. So if you are coming to my Tuesday night class, we will be making this card at Tuesday night workshop. So let's get started. The stamp set I used is Sweet Cherries. I love that the different ways you can word this, like the one I'm using, life is sweet with you in it. And then you could say, thank you for being so sweet. And sweet days, sweet friends, wishing you a sweet day. So there's a lot of cute little fun phrases with it. And so I just thought, oh, I love this little set. And it comes with the punch. It's a bundle. And you can get the punch to go with it. And I love it. So this is the bundle that we're going to be using. Plus, in the back of the catalog where all the dies are, because sometimes people miss these things, there are these they're called split card textured dies. And these are in the back. And I absolutely love them. I could not wait to get them. They just came in the mail, I don't know, a couple days ago. So I'm really excited. This is so far my favorite, but I'm sure I will come up with some things for this one too. Thank you, Sharon. So let's get started on how we're going to do this card. First, we need a base card that is 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored in the middle at 4 1/4, and this is just basic Whisper White. Then we need a piece of real red, and this is 5 1/4 by 4. And then we need a piece of Whisper White that is 5 1/4 by 4. Then we need some scrap pieces to do our stamping and die cutting, and I already did a couple of the cherries ahead of time. So now I'm going to bring in the big guy here, and we're going to put this stuff off to the side for a minute, and I'm going to bring this in. And then we need platform 1, platform 2. So we have 1, and we have platform 2, a platform 3. Then we put our base white here, and then we're going to grab the die. And I'm lining up the die so that there is about a quarter, well, not even, maybe an eighth. I'm not even sure how big that is. It's definitely not a quarter, but that there's equal borders all the way around it. I'll try to, let me see if I could pick this up and get it closer to the camera. I'm making it so it looks the same distance from there, here, and the bottom. So that's how I'm trying to line it up when I line it up here. So I'll put this down. I buried my tape now. I'm going to put a piece of tape on this side because I don't want this to move. I'm going to put a piece of tape on this side. And if you're wondering what kind of tape I'm using Post-it note tape. You can get Post-it notes. I just buy it on Amazon. I don't get any money or anything. I'm not a sponsor from them. I just, that's just what I use because I go through a lot of Post-it notes if I don't. So, alrighty. Now we can get this thing out of our way. Put that over there. And we'll get this out of our way. And then peel this up. And peel this up. Put them back on my little thingy. And then a lot of these will fall right out. And if there's one or two that don't with your finger or your nail or whatever, you can go back with your little pokey tool. So, which is what I might have to do, but you can use the little brush. They do have a brush too, but I just found this one, the pieces are not that big that I have to get the brush or the pokey tool or anything out. I think I got them all. I got them all with my fingernail this time. Well, there we go. Good. And I was able to leave them all on this little thing so I could throw them away later. So there. So now we got that out of the way. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the glue and we are going to glue this thing together. I'm going to put glue in here on the sides, and then I'm carefully, while holding this, going to put glue all along here. Now you don't want to go too crazy, just need enough to hold it. And this glue is really good. I'm just putting it along the edge that I left. There we go. Put some along this edge right here. Maybe over here. There we go. That's plenty enough glue. And then we're going to take this piece of white, and this is why, or red, and this is why I like to use the glue. I sit it up on my base. I kind of line it up, and the glue gives you a little bit of room for wiggle for either side that you want to push this on. Now see, I I did too much glue over there, and I got a little glue there, but once that dries, I can use the glue gooper. I don't know what they call it, the glue eraser. They got this little glue eraser that I can use to help get that off a little bit. You won't even know it's there. But you don't want to do it when it's wet because you can rip your paper. You definitely want to wait for it to dry a little bit before you do that. So now we're going to go ahead and get some stamping in. I definitely need my mat. My new mat came too. I've been telling you guys I lost my other one. My new one came. I started using it, so now I'm sure my other one will reappear because that's how things work, huh? So I'm going to take real red and I'm going to stamp the sweet in here. And then I'm going to stamp it, it doesn't really matter, but kind of off to one side a little bit. Kind of letting the ink absorb into the paper. There we go. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to bring in this other piece right here. And what I did was I took a piece of scrap paper and I took the punch and I put it in like this. I put it in like this and I punched it out. Now I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to line it up like this on my paper, just like so. I'm going to open up my garden green and I'm going to take the cherry first and I'm going to take it, make sure it's stamped up good, and I'm going to stamp it right here, right in that hole, just like so. And it's okay if it's off a little bit because it'll all line up in the end. And then I'm going to do the little stem. And then I've got the leaf. And I got the leaf goes two different ways. Now I got to see this a little better here. Okay, that one's off a little more than I like it. So, but this is a little bit farther away. Oops. Turn it around. There we go. So that's what you would do. Then come in with your punch because this is all lined up, and this will line up in here. And you just keep, what I do is I pinch this a little bit, not a lot, but it's enough so that I can still move it, but yet hold it in place at the same time. And I think that looks good. This one's off a little, but I'm going to be okay with it. And I'm going to punch it out. And that was my fault because it was farther away from me. All right, I still need these colors, so we're going to just leave them up here. And while we got this here, we will put this together. So what I did was I took a little bit of glue and I added it to the bottom of this little stem. And I think I got a little too much, so I'm going to wipe some glue off. I have a little trash can off here if you can't see it. And I have some paper in there, so that's why I just ripped it off over there. And then this one we'll put down on the bottom leaf, and this one will pop up. So we got all our little cherries here, so we're going to leave them over here. Now we're going to cut this out. So we're going to grab our scissors and we're going to do a little fussy cutting, you know, my favorite fussy cutting. And you know, they say turn the paper, not the scissors. And to this day, I still remind myself, turn the paper, not the scissors. And sometimes I screw up and forget. But that's something that I was always told when you're cutting something out, is to turn the paper and not the scissors. And it gives you this nice edge. And it's better off to be too wide than not wide enough, because you can always take some off where you can't add it back on. So sometimes if I'm a little wide, I go back and touch it up. I don't know why. I can do better going one way than the other, and I'm not even doing anything different, but I think it's in my mind. I think sometimes, you know, our mind plays tricks on us. Now, I don't go all the way down here. I end up coming back and doing that because I just find it's easier. You get a better look, a better cut when you do that. Okay. And then I just came down in like this and kind of cut out that little piece. And then I came over and I did the same thing here. You don't have to do this. You could leave this totally out. But I did that. You could go down in and do a little bit in between there, but I left that as is. So I'm going to leave that there. So then I kind of eyeballed where I want this. But what really determined where I was going to put this was the words "with you in my with you in it." So I wanted to make sure these words fit right across here on my paper. So I'm going to stamp it in green. Now I'm going to pull this a little bit closer to me so I can see it, and then I think you guys will still be able to see, but I just want to let you know. If my head's in the way, I'm very sorry. So it fits right here. So that's what I ended up doing with it. I'll put it back in the camera a little better. And that's where I stamped that. Then I ended up putting this down. I still haven't attached it yet. And then I took "Life Is." And then I ended up going up here and just stamping that right there. So you'd have that down. Now I'll attach this down. For some reason, my little scrap piece was still attached there. I just added a little glue to the back of it. And I just put it down. Oh, it looks like this thing might have moved on me. Well, you could still read what it says, but it looks like it moved. And "life is better" should have been up just a tad bit higher. But this is okay. We're going to go with it. We're going to keep going. All right, now I'm going to add my cherries. I put my glue away and I need to add them. Put a very little bit of glue on the stem. I put one right here. And then I put one right here. I overlapped it and made the little, like the stem kind of go up in here. And then this one I popped up. I almost forgot. I popped this one up. So, okay, we'll use that piece. So I just added some dimensionals. Oh, I put them right in the wrong thing. Good thing none of them fell in there. Oh Lord. And then I put this up a little bit higher, right about there. And then I took one of the leaves and I popped this one up with a dimensional. Right here. Made it so it came downward. I'm spinning this thing around. And then I took another leaf, and this one I wanted to have flat. So I just kind of stuck it on there so it was like flat. like that. Then I went ahead and I grabbed some of these. If you don't have these, you can get dyed. They have other rhinestones in the in the catalog, but I still have some of these waved rhinestones left, and I'm trying to use them up from when they had the wave bundle. And so I took one and put here. I took a large one and kind of put it right about here. I like to do threes to kind of draw your eye around everything. Then I just took a tiny one, and these are the green ones that were in there. And I put one right there. And then we'll bring in our base. And we're just going to add. You could pop this up if you wanted to. You could leave it flat like I did. I like it flat. And then you just kind of leave equal amounts all the way around the card. Yes, so this is the card, and we'll be making this. Thank you, Diane. We'll be making this Tuesday night at the workshop. Anybody that plans on coming, you got a sneak peek at one of the cards we will be making. So this is the card, and I just thought it was really cool. I love this border, the half border, split borders. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And you could turn it the other way too. I mean, I just have it this way. You could actually have it so if you wanted the split down on this corner. So it doesn't really matter. And I think it's really cool. So, yes. I thank you guys for joining me. It's a quick card. I like to try to keep it quick so you guys are here for a little bit visiting. But yeah. If nobody has any more questions, I think I'll chat with you guys all later. Alrighty, everybody, that's it. Don't forget to leave a comment. Bye-bye.